Hello and welcome to this edition of the Indiana State Police Public Information Program. I'm your host, Sergeant Dave Burston, Public Information Officer for the Indiana State Police at the Indianapolis Post. For this edition, we're going to take you on patrol with the Indiana State Police at the Lafayette District. So let's meet your partner for the next half hour, Trooper Brent Bible.
What we're going to do tonight, this is a Friday night here in Lafayette, a typical Friday night for this area and the county that I work, which is Tippecanoe. Usually involves a few crashes, many times alcohol related. We get several calls for service on domestic violence calls, family intervention type of things, and we will probably hit one or two of those tonight. One thing that we will definitely be doing here in a few minutes, we're going to attend a sobriety checkpoint down on the south end of Lafayette, just outside of the city limits, where we'll be set up and be stopping a systematic number of cars as they come through our checkpoint area. And what we're looking for there are primarily intoxicated drivers, but we'll also be looking for people who are wanted on warrants. We'll be looking for driving licensing violations, seatbelt violations, child restraint violations. Those are some of the things we'll look for on our checkpoint. So we'll do that from 11 to 1 tonight. That is a prime time here in this area for intoxicated drivers, and like I said, that's kind of our main focus on that. So we'll work on that for a little bit, and then we'll definitely be out stopping a few cars and looking for some violations, looking for intoxicated drivers, and we'll be looking for criminal violations. That's I work the midnight shift primarily, and on that shift, that's my main focus. My main agenda is to look for criminal violations. That's what I'm after. This time of night, I look at speed, though probably not as much as I could. I look more toward other moving violations, rolling through stop signs, unsafe lane movement, crossing over the center line, those type of things, slowing without a need, or like I did say, speed, excessive speed. We look at that quite a bit. And equipment violations. I'm really big on equipment violations this time of night. Headlights, tail lights, license plate lights, broken tail lights, all those type of things that people should be taking care of and don't always get done. It gives us good probable cause to stop a vehicle and then investigate further for any type of illegal activity. Go ahead and turn around here. There's a truck that just passed us with a tail light out.
Lafayette 1483, 1027.
So we'll stop him.
1027 on the expired driver's license.
Yeah, he's got his seatbelt on. I can see that through the lights. Pull him over and let him know about his tail light there. See what he's got to say about it. Hello. Need to see a license register. Okay, everything checks out good for him, so get his license back to him and load him a warning real quick and get him on his way. There's your license registration back. Warning, tail light just documents why I stopped you. There's no finer court with that, but if you get a chance to get that fixed, look there before you get the repairs done. Be careful, Knight.
When you see the lights, slow down, move over. It's the law. Give our emergency personnel room to work. It's time we all shoulder the responsibility for their safety. This message brought to you by the Indiana State Police. Please drive responsibly.
Hi, Puddin'.
Oh, you're so cute. I don't have shoes.
Oh, if you are gorgeous. Lauren, talk to me. Come on, you can do it.
Get the keys. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
Hey, you're way too close to this truck. The driver probably doesn't even know you're back here. If he brakes suddenly, where are you gonna go? There's a no zone behind big trucks. It's a huge blind spot. If you can't see his side view mirrors, it's a pretty safe bet he can't see you. That's right. This is one place you really wouldn't want to be caught dead in. Drive smart. Don't hang out in the no zone.
Basically what we're going to do is come up here. We're kind of getting to the north end of town now. And
1.5 on the loud.
try to get about this time of night, especially on a weekend night, or Friday night, Saturday night.
Looks like a double bag, but it could have a ball on it. I don't know. One's wearing all
I'm looking for drunk drivers. That's what I go after. That's what I like to concentrate on. And those are the type of criminals I like to arrest. It can be argued that, and factually argued, that drunk drivers kill more people than rapists and murderers and robbers and all those other type of criminals, just because of the sheer numbers of fatalities that involve drunk driving every year. We'll stop this car that just passed us here. It's an older Mustang, I believe is what it is, and had kind of an excessively loud muffler when it went by us there. We'll stop him and make sure he realizes it's kind of loud, and see if everything else checks okay for him. Hello.
Hi.
Need to see your license and registration, please. The reason I was stopping you when you passed me there, I noticed it seemed like your muffler was awfully loud. I don't know if maybe you got a hold on it, or maybe it's normally that loud.
Friend's car. I just took him to the airport.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if he has a muffler problem or not.
Okay. That's probably no problem.
We can look.
No, that's all right. It just was kind of loud, and you might want to check it when you get home or whatever. Have you had any tickets or anything recently? Okay. And you're wearing your seatbelt tonight? Okay, very good. I'll be right back with you. Another thing I like to do when I've stopped a car for whatever violation is the Supreme Court has said that anything that we see that is in plain view while we're conducting a traffic stop is, for lack of a better term, fair game. Any contraband, drugs, alcohol, weapons, anything like that we might see that's laying out during the course of our traffic stop. That's all it really takes to help us develop some probable cause to dig deeper into a vehicle. So I try to take a few seconds while I'm there and look for those extra things, and use all the leeway that the courts have given me to find an extra edge or an extra way to get into any particular vehicle. We just completed the sobriety checkpoint, and what we did for about 2 hours, we set up on a county road just on the outskirts of Lafayette and checked every vehicle that came through the area. What we did to each vehicle was ask for a driver's license and vehicle registration, checked several of them to make sure they had valid licenses, looked at headlights and taillights, listened to mufflers, make sure the equipment's working properly, and checked for seatbelt usage, made sure people were wearing their seatbelts. And what we found from the checkpoint is we had a lot of compliance with seatbelt use. We did write a few warnings and a few tickets for seatbelt violations. We had several equipment violation warnings, and we had a few tickets, traffic arrests for driving while suspended and those type of licensing violations. We did not net any drunk driving arrests from the checkpoint. We did have a few people who had been drinking, but everybody tested under the legal limit. So overall, it was probably what we would term as a success, because we did check probably around 100 to 150 cars. Got out, showed the public that we're enforcing the drunk driving laws to the extent that we can, and just showed them that we're out and we have a vested interest in 1420 with 80.
1420.
When you get around that corner there, and then you get going down there, they came up the hill there off 4th Street. I haven't identified him if you want to get the DL on it. Your wife didn't see her.
Hello. You can stay sitting in there for right now. Got any identification with you?
Came up to that stop sign here on Highland, or over there on
Where are you headed tonight?
Home.
Home? Where are you coming from?
His house.
Where does he live at?
Over this way. On
Is that your parent or guardian over there? That's my son. That's my friend. What's been out?
Where do you live?
I'm not sure over here on this main road. I'm trying to think what road.
How many would be a few beers? Go ahead and turn around there for a second. Put your hands up there on. Got anything near your pockets here?
Nothing there.
We got up there in this one. Don't reach for it, I'll reach for it.
It's a zipper right here.
Okay. So you got a couple of beers.
Yeah.
You're 18? Okay, you can put your hands back down. Just beer? You been smoking any marijuana? Been around any?
Yeah, at the party.
At the party, you around some? Okay. But you didn't smoke any? Eyes only, don't move your head, don't rest your eyes.
Sir, put your money in the pocket, okay? Thank you, sir. I appreciate your cooperation. Go ahead and keep your hands out of your pockets for me. Give you a quick check for alcohol here. Take a pretty big sip, huh? How long ago did you have that sip of beer? Like maybe an hour ago.
Well, do me a favor, don't put your hands in your pockets, just keep them out. You don't have to put them up there on top, but I don't want you reaching in your pockets.
What kind of beer was it you were drinking?
Well,
you already did.
No, I didn't lie to you. I had like a sip of beer. That was it. It was Achilles Dark Red.
But you said you didn't have anything to drink, and a sip is
well,
anything.
that's. I mean, I don't
and you know what? I think you have more than a sip too. I'm usually pretty good about this type of stuff.
Good traffic tickets.
Been stopped or
we'll deal with him.
been arrested? What for?
Well, actually, I got arrested for minor consumption. I was at a Taco Bell at 2:30 in the morning.
and I'm 18. I mean, I can be out 2:30 in the morning.
Sure can, but you can't be drinking.
I know, I wasn't drinking. Me and him, that's my best friend right there. We was at Taco Bell at 2:30 in the morning and went over on Kill Road. And I guess after we'd ordered, we was waiting, there was a car in front of us. They told they called the police, Lafayette police, and said we had been drinking.
Yeah.
But they never busted us on the breathalyzer, and they never busted us with alcohol or nothing. But they arrested us for minor consumption, and neither one of us had been drinking at all. They had no beer, no nothing on us, no breathalyzer on us. We both took breathalyzers, but we had to go to court, and now I'm at the now I'm going to court.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll take you back here to my car, and we'll do a breathalyzer and see where we're at with that. How's that?
That works with me. You want me to shut this door?
Sure.
What about him?
He's all right. He can hear us still.
My dad's gonna kick that.
What's that? Your dad's gonna kick her? Is that what you said?
He's gonna be so pissed off. I'm gonna go talk to the apartment tomorrow. I didn't drink at all because we was in his house.
Lafayette 1420, 1027.
1420.
On the breathalyzer,
That stop?
my daddy.
Okay.
1420. So you're legally intoxicated, above the legal limit for intoxication or driving in the state. You don't have anything in your mouth right now, do you?
No, I don't.
Chewing gum or anything? You haven't had any in?
Huh. You can search my mouth if you'd like, officer.
That's alright. I believe you.
Pick your foot right back up and continue counting where you left off. Do not start over your counting each time, okay?
Yeah.
If you have any questions, is there anything you don't understand about the test? Okay, you may begin the test.
2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2008, 2010, 2008, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015.
Okay, pick your foot right back up. Continue counting.
2016,
Keep your hands out of your pockets.
2017, 2018, 2019, 2020.
Get your foot up 6 to 10 inches. Keep your foot up 6 to 10 inches and continue where you left off.
2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2024, 25, 2026, 2026, 2027.
Put your right foot heel to toe directly in front of it and remain in this position. Keep your arms out of your pockets, relax down to your side. Now I want you to stay just like you are and do not move until I tell you to begin the test. When I tell you to, I want you to walk out in a straight line, as straight as possible. I want you to walk 9 steps out, turn to your left, and walk 9 steps back. Now, sir, don't begin the test yet. Remember how I said stay in that position? Okay. Now don't begin the test until I tell you to.
Okay.
When I tell you to, I want you to walk 9 steps out, turn to your left, and walk 9 steps back. You should end up right where you are.
All right.
I want you to count out loud each step heel to toe, just like this. Watch me. 1, 2, 3. When you take your 9th step, turn to your left, walk 9 steps back, counting each step out loud for me. During the entire test, keep your arms relaxed down to your side unless you think you're going to fall, and you do whatever you need to save yourself, okay? Do you have any questions? Is there anything you don't understand? Okay, go ahead and perform the test.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, sir. For the last test, I want you to turn around and I'm going to give you a series of instructions. I want to see how well you can follow them for me. Okay, I want you to listen to the instructions very carefully. I want you to place your arms straight out to your side as though you were an airplane. Good job. I want you to turn your palms face up for me. Good job. I want you to close your eyes and tilt your head back. Turn your head to the right. Turn your head to the left. Okay, go ahead and put your other hand behind your back for me. Shake my hand just like a gentleman, sir. Okay, sir, I want to explain something to you. I want you to listen to me very carefully. Sir, I have probable cause to believe that you have operated a motor vehicle while intoxicated. I must now offer you the opportunity to submit to a chemical test. And I must inform you that your refusal to submit to a chemical test will result in the suspension of your driving privileges for 1 year, and you may still be incarcerated for 12 hours. Do you understand those instructions? Okay, will you cooperate when I administer a chemical test? Okay, the chemical test that I'm going to offer you, sir, is going to be a breath test on a data master. I'll transport you to the Tippecanoe County Sheriff's Department to administer this test. Okay, if you test below the legal limit, it'll be at my discretion whether or not to place you under arrest. If you test at or above the legal limit, I'm obligated by law to place you under arrest and detain you until you sober up and then let you go. Okay, sir? I'm going to double lock these handcuffs so that they don't get any tighter on you. They feel nice and comfortable as possible under the circumstances. I understand. You sure can, sir. You can ask me anything you want. Hang on just a second. We'll get this other unlocked. You ask me any question you want to, sir.
Not that I was going to get killed, I just thought that he'd never ever trust me or believe me or ever care about me no more.
I know, they're not designed for comfort, they're designed for your safe, huh? Well, could still work out in your favor. Just cooperate and do the best we can. Okay, let's come on over here to this car, sir.
On the last traffic stop that we did, when we assisted the other trooper, he had a possibly an intoxicated driver stop after the vehicle and driver almost hit the trooper while he was parked alongside the road. When we arrived to assist him, he basically told me that the passenger of the car needed to be identified and checked out while he was dealing with the driver of the vehicle. The trooper that made the stop did an OWI investigation, an intoxicated driver investigation. He went through several field sobriety tests. Through the course of those tests, developed enough probable cause to offer the driver a chemical test, which he submitted to, and he took him into custody for that test. I identified the passenger of the car, who was an 18-year-old male. When asked, the passenger said that he had been drinking, said he had had about 2 mixed drinks. Portable breath test that he submitted to resulted in a blood alcohol result of 0.12%, which is over the legal limit for driving in Indiana. Of course, he was a passenger, but that is still very high, especially for an 18-year-old who is not supposed to be drinking anyway. It so happened that the driver of the vehicle was also a minor, so not only was he not supposed to be drinking and driving, he was not even supposed to be drinking alcohol at all. So those two individuals have got some problems that they're going to have to deal with before they grow up a little bit more. We chose to transport the person that I took into custody for minor consumption. We chose to transport him home and let his parents deal with him. And when at all possible, I prefer to do that, even on young adults that are still living with their parents and feel like the parents can have a better influence on the children than the adults can, or than the correctional system can. And basically, I guess I would wrap it up as saying, here in Lafayette, the majority of what we deal with, criminal-wise or crime-wise, are alcohol-related offenses, marijuana-related offenses, and crimes of the family, domestic violence. this area is a good area to be in and a good area to work and raise a family. And that's why I'm here, and that's why we're working with the public. Like I said earlier, sometimes jailing people and arresting them for crimes is what we need to do to help society. Sometimes we find that talking to people and trying to help them work through their problems can be a better good for society. And I live in this community, I grew up in this community, and I now work in it, and that's my goal, is when I get older that I'm still living in a good area and living in a good place to be. So my motivation is to have fun, and I'm having a lot of fun at what I'm doing, but it's also to do good for the area which I am going to be in for, I believe, a long time, and probably raise a family in and be a part of. And so really it's an investment for me to make this a better place to live. It's like a retirement fund or anything else. I'm just putting my time and energy instead of a financial investment to create a better place for me and better place for the people I'm around in the future.
Cody, can you say that? 12, 13. They can't get that far. 1. Cody said yay! You little ham.
Get the keys. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
When you see the lights, slow down, move over. It's the law. Give our emergency personnel room to work. It's time we all shoulder the responsibility for their safety. This message brought to you by the Indiana State Police. Please drive responsibly.
Hello and welcome back. I certainly hope you enjoyed this edition of the Indiana State Police Public Information Program and the time spent with Trooper Brent Bible. Trooper Bible is just one example of the many fine people that make the Indiana State Police what it is. Perhaps you or somebody you know is interested in a career in law enforcement. If so, call the number listed at the bottom of the screen right now, 1-800-622-4995, and find out how you can become a part of the Indiana State Police team. Until next time, take care, and remember, please buckle up. The life you save may be your own or that of somebody you love. Take care. Bye-bye.
Also, a local check those on him. Now I remember that he was Signal 40 earlier. I don't remember if it was this county or Montgomery County, but that's what it is. Yeah, that's alright. Okay. Make sure you're wearing your seatbelt tonight and be careful as well.